Hey guys, what's up? It's Amy. So we're gonna try this Q&A again. The last time I did it, it was about 13 minutes long, and YouTube would not upload it in less than like 5 or 6 or 7 hours. So I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet. I really wanted to kind of feel like I could take my time and spend some time on these questions, and being less feeling like I could be a little bit slower. But with the upload time, I just don't see that happening, and I want to get this up because you guys have been patient and waiting, so I just want to get to it. Thank you to everyone that contributed questions. I really appreciate it. You guys made it really fun, so I'm just going to jump into them. I hope you guys don't take it as I don't care about your questions at all. I do. I'm just trying to keep this under like 7 minutes if I can because it'll actually upload late today. So the first one comes from Groovy Lisa. I love Lisa. We've been friends for a long time, actually. I feel like quite a long time. She wants to know what my favorite movies are. I would say anything from the Saw franchise except for Spiral, which is an unwatchable piece of shit. I like Indiana Jones, Star Wars. I love Silence of the Lambs. It's like my huge fall sweater, by the way. It's so cozy. It's not that cold out today, but I don't know. Anyway, Silence of the Lambs is another one of my favorite movies. And I have a lot of like TV shows on DVDs. I watch those a lot. They're not really movies, but what am I currently reading? Oh gosh. Sorry. I am currently reading this. This is Personality Isn't Permanent. It's actually a self-help book that my dad got me. I really need to catch up on it. I've fallen behind. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm learning some stuff. So I like that, but really, honestly, I haven't been reading much else. I've really been trying to focus on that. So that is what I'm currently reading. I would recommend this though. This is really good for anyone that's sort of having to reinvent themselves as I am right now. I'm kind of in a place in my life where I'm having to reinvent myself and figure things out again. And it's a really helpful book to do that. My top 5 bands, I had a hard time picking it, and I only came up with like 4. And I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't be the same all the time, except for In This Moment and Evanescence would always make the list. Everyone else, the other 2 that I mentioned, Tangerine Dream, and Kentucky Thunder, which for those of you that don't know, that is Ricky Skaggs' band. And yes, I do like Ricky Skaggs. I grew up listening to him with my parents, and I got kind of like blackmailed into going to one of his concerts a couple months ago with my mom and my grandma in Indiana. And I was dreading it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, there's going to be all these like people, and I'm going to be the youngest person there, and I just don't want to go. This is going to be terrible. And I actually really liked it. So I put them on there, and I couldn't come up with a 5th because there's way too many choices. Yeah. It just depends on like who I'm into at the moment, I guess. So it's hard to pick 5. Rich at 9496 Tall asked me, what artist or band would you like to have all of their albums? Definitely Eric Clapton. I love Eric Clapton. I would love to have everything he's ever done. I have a lot of Tangerine Dreams. I can't really say that. I do have all of In This Moment's discography except for God Mode, which hasn't been released yet. And what band or artist do most people like that you don't, and why? That would be the Beatles. I can't stand the Beatles. Now, a good friend of mine sent me the 50th anniversary edition of Abbey Road, and I do get into that on occasion. I do. It has to be like a mood. I have to be in the mood for the Beatles. But for the most part, I do not like them. They just sound like nails on a chalkboard to me. I can't stand them. But I do get into Abbey Road on occasion. Sometimes when I'm in the mood, I enjoy it. So, and then his last question was Stones or Beatles. Obviously Stones. I love Voodoo Lounge a lot, actually. I need to go find that album and listen to it. I know I have it. I just don't know where it is. But I'd like to pull that back out. My big brother, Gorvo, 31, Carm, asked me what my earliest recallable memory of being moved by music was. Probably when I was like maybe 9 or 10, maybe 12 years old. my mom doesn't let us listen to Christmas music until after Thanksgiving. So we used to go to my grandma's for Thanksgiving. On the way home, it would be dark and quiet, and I always sat in the back seat, and my mom would put Christmas music on. And I remember just like sometimes getting like super choked up, or like, you know, like shedding a few silent tears over that. Mostly the like "O Come All Ye Faithful" or "Joy to the World," things like that, that I would get really choked up with. So that's my earliest. I might even been younger, but that's the rough age I guess they could give you for actually remembering being moved by music, for sure. And then Josh Keach, which if you guys haven't checked him out, you really should. He's pretty awesome musician. Asked me if I had any pets before I had Piper. For those of you guys that don't know, I lost my dog Piper, who is right there, in May of this year, suddenly and unexpectedly. But yeah, I've always had dogs. We've had family dogs, family pets that obviously my parents were responsible for, but yeah, we've always had dogs in our lives. Will I readopt? Absolutely. I have to move the fuck out of here first because they don't allow animals. And so, as long as I get out of here and get somewhere that's pet friendly, yes, I will readopt. But yeah, the long-term plan is yes, I will. Absolutely. I'm not completely over Piper yet, but, I'm hoping that getting over him and moving out of here will kind of coincide. And then he wanted to know, what metal do you listen to, and do you want to get into more? Obviously I listen to your stuff. I love In This Moment. I don't know if Evanescence is even considered metal. I don't even know if In This Moment is. I'm assuming, but I don't know. I don't like the growly, thrashy, screamy stuff. I do not see a point in that at all. I can't stand it. But I mean, if you have suggestions or something you want to share, feel free to shoot it over. I'm sure I'd be willing to give it at least a try. But yeah, as far as metal goes, it's not my favorite genre. But I'm willing to give, you know, something a shot at least once, typically. So, anyway, sorry that was so fast and succinct. I did not want it to be like that, but I want to get this uploaded, and I have a family thing coming up pretty soon, so I wanted to just kind of pump this out. But thank you guys so much for your questions, and I will talk to you guys soon.